won it still. That was good. So let's go talk to that egg dude. And let's see what's up. Yeah, toxic levels of capsaicin. I don't know if I want to deal with being poisoned. You need a girl that can't cook. You're the only one allowed to make bomb food. You know, what's going to end up happening though is you'll just end up teaching her how to cook because she'll want to cook for you. And then she'll cook for you. And you won't like it because it's not going to taste very good. And you'll be like, here, let me give you some tips. And then she's going to be a good cook. So, I mean, if she's not a good cook, she will become one. I mean, unless you like microwaved oranges and oven peanut butter and jelly with water cereal for breakfast. Girls nowadays don't want to cook. Not any American women's. A lot of them want to. I think the problem is it's not that they don't want to cook, it's that the idea of cooking is daunting because of how we grow up now with so much like fast food and microwave oranges. Oranges don't need to be cooked though. Exactly. Exactly. You know, it's just with fast food and all that stuff, not a lot of people cook. Plus lack of time because school and work pressures and all that. So, I mean, some don't just straight up don't want to, but I know a lot do, and they're just worried that they're gonna mess up, or they tried it once and then they mess it up and they don't want to anymore. It's easy for people to just give up cooking the first time they mess something up. There are all of the recipes are online. No, there's not many. There's a lot of the recipes that you find online. Like, I'm gonna tell you because, like, I cook, I throw down, and like you can't just trust a recipe. Like you'll get a recipe and it'll be like on allrecipes.com or Food Network or something, and everybody will leave all these messages about, yo, this food's like so great. I made this the other day and it turned out perfect. I made this one change with mine though and it was amazing. And then you make it just basic how they do, and it's like a hot brick. It weighs like 4 pounds. It serves 2 even though it's supposed to serve 8, and it just don't come out. What up, Baki? Yeah, there you go. Cook together. Like, you can't trust those recipes. Even something as simple as waffles, you can't trust it. Or a pizza dough, you can't trust it. It's gonna come out dry and crusty. You can't do it. And so the people who say one change, they lying. Because they went on there, they probably made it, and they probably did it again. They probably made like 8 changes. And then they're like, oh yeah, it was great because I made it after my changes. Like, so you can't always trust recipes that are on there. For me, anytime anyone asks me for advice for cooking, I was like, experiment, you know? And this is the thing. If you have the money, you can buy cheap ingredients. If you're gonna cook, so this is what you do. If you're gonna cook, the day that you're gonna cook, go to the grocery store and then get the food in the clearance section that's reduced price because it's sell by that day or best by that day, because it's fine because it's that day you're using it, you're about to use it. So you're not spending as much money on it. So if it does not come out right, you won't feel as bad because it's not like you spent the full price on the food, you know? And then just experiment with it. Like, if you absolutely don't know how to cook meat or know when it's done, Google the basics on knowing when something's done, but then play around with seasonings. Your brain will know, like, I probably shouldn't dump this much seasoning on it. I probably shouldn't do this to it. I probably shouldn't do that. Like, your brain will know the common sense for things. But then just experiment with the rest. Experiment with the taste. You know, some things are kind of hard set, like measurements for liquid. And then a lot of the times where people mess up is, I'd always tell people, is like, make sure that you are using a liquid measuring cup when you are measuring liquids and dry for dry, because the measurements are different. You will mess up your dish if you don't follow it right. Like some dishes, it's okay if you mix them up and it's fine, but like there are some dishes where you can mess your food up if you don't use the right tool. So just experiment, and if it comes out wrong, you'll know why it's wrong. Like it'll come out, you'll be like, man, this came out lumpy. You know, you probably need to beat it better. If it came out dry, you know, you probably need to turn your heat down so it doesn't get so dry during the cooking process. If it's under seasoned, you know what you need to do to season it up next time. So, you know, if only I use recipes passed down through my family, I have about half a dozen recipes to rotate through. That too, you know, get recipes from your family. They experimented and figured out what works good. Of course, yours will never turn out as good as theirs because there's always some small finesse that every person has that's unique, but definitely just experiment. Don't rely on like internet recipes. There's definitely some good ones out there, but you really gotta like search for them and try a bunch before you find one. And then even still, you'll still want to tweak it to what you want to do. Slow cooking's always good too, but because that's just like get a crock pot, drop everything drop everything in there, and then come back in 8 hours and check it out. But I personally don't consider that quote unquote real cooking. I do it, I use it sometimes, but I don't consider that real cooking. Online sushi recipes are garbage. Yeah, I don't mess with online sushi. You gotta hit the doogie in the batter. How many people know how grandparent techniques? You don't. That's why you reinvent the recipe as your own. Like, you will never ever make your grandparents' food. Like, I don't care what anybody says, and I don't even care what I say. Like, I think I'm the best cook in the world because I'm confident in myself, not because I'm arrogant. Because I know I can cook anything if I try. And I make amazing cakes. Like, you don't want to mess with my pineapple upside down cake. I've literally converted people with my food, for like cakes, to people who absolutely hate shrimp and will never touch it a day in their life. Eat mine and they're just like, well, I like shrimp now. I guess you're just gonna have to make it all the time. Stuff like that. But can't nobody mess with my grandma cakes. My great grandma cakes. Sorry, my grandma passed. My great grandma on my dad's side. Nobody can mess with her cakes, not even me. Even with her recipe, I still can't do it the same way as her. Even when she tells me, I do this, 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 she can tell me exactly how she does it. To the T. Motion she uses and everything. I can emulate it and it still don't come out the same. So like, you'll never get to that point. So it's always going to be a recreation. Or a slight spin on an old thing. Yeah, basic techniques are lost, but you can always learn basic techniques still. Because your great grandma put that love in it. Yeah, you love, and you got the nostalgia. That's a good point. I don't have the full thing, you know? But that's the thing, like, and that's the other thing I tell people. If you're gonna cook, cook with passion. If you cook because it's just routine and you don't care, your food will reflect your mood. Like, you know, you hear movies about that or chick flicks talking about that stuff, or some people making corny books about it. Like, it's true though. Your food will reflect your mood. If you're in a bad mood, your food gonna taste bad. It's gonna taste just like the mood you put in it. So, like, take care with it. Enjoy it. Love what you do. You be alright. So would you argue that cooking techniques worldwide are the same? Absolutely not. Every nation, every culture has their own technique that's a little different from someone else. Like, they might, you know, everybody mixes, everybody whisks, everybody chops, everybody does whatever. But every culture kind of does it a little bit differently because they handle different food. I mean, it's the same basic idea. The changes might be subtle. Like, most people might not notice the change, but I don't think techniques worldwide are the same. People worldwide are starting to adopt a lot of traditions and techniques that people and that other cultures do, but I don't think the techniques are the same. They're just more proliferated, in my personal opinion. You You gotta watch some anime that makes you cry. Make the cake. No. No. I'm not gonna go watch no chick flick and then make a cake. Because if I do that, it's gonna come out runny. And it's gonna come out bad. Because I don't like chick flicks. I don't like sad anime. Now if I watch like Kill la Kill and I go make some food, you gonna feel energetic. You're gonna feel just like my Kanshoku family. Oh man. I'll whip up a good croquet. I was gonna buy some stuff in here to get extra points, but I don't really see anything I need right now. Passing that stuff down is essential, or we might end up like the South Pacific Islanders that eat nothing but Lunchables and Spam. Alright, there's technique that goes in cutting Spam. I kind of want that, but not really. Watch some Gantz. Oh man. I never even finished that show. Gantz. Never finished it. I should probably buy some more of these. Yeah. Give me my points. I'm like so close to the last level. Really though. I mean, you know. Some people put in some work on some Spam. Just saying. I need 6,000 more points. Dang. Spending 150k only gives me 2,000 points. I need 7,000 more points. Gosh, I need to spend like another 600, 700k in the store before I hit the last rank. That sucks. Gantz was cool until the end of the temple arc. Dead Man Wonderland? I never heard of it. So many shows I don't know. Alright, so... Oh, wait. What am I doing here? I need to go talk to the dude. The influx of foreign products ruined the local cooking style. Oh yeah, I agree. I agree. 100%. Like... the style of cooking and eating has changed so much. It's not the same as it used to be. I would argue that it is ruined. Some people would say it's been adapted. Maybe some things, but I think overall in general. What was it at? It was here. Spam is bad there. I said it before you fight me. I don't like Spam. I'm not a big Spam fan. You don't cuss on stream, do you cuss IRL? Nah, rarely. Like, it's rare, like, I have cussed on stream before. It's just rare when I do. You stopped them all. Really? Whew, that's great news. We can't celebrate for long, though. We humans are foolish. We took pride in things we could never control, and now we brought about the end of everything. Maybe we do deserve annihilation. Live and fix your mistakes, son. Being lectured by an AI. You're right. If I survive, I should live a life that atones for my past, for the sake of everything I lost. Sword Art Online 3. Like, I mean, growing up in the ghetto, of course, I cussed a lot and everything. And then, when I graduated and I moved, I still cussed quite a bit, but I started kind of toning it down some. Then just life goes on, things progress, things change. I just don't as much anymore. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I don't care if people cuss. Like, I mean, come on. I watch Cobalt. I watch Man. I watch Baki. I watch Zeke. I watch, I watch Tally on occasion. I watch a lot of people who cuss. So, it doesn't really bother me. I don't care. I don't have anything against it really too much. The only time I really have a problem with people cussing is if people cuss around little kids, especially like toddlers and stuff. But that's even if they're just saying anything really inappropriate and loud. It's like, come on, have some respect for the kids and stuff. Like, you don't need to do that. But other than that, I don't really care too much. Like, if I get really mad, if I'm really, really angry, like, that's when you know if I'm really angry. Because then, yeah. But I mean, I'm a loud black guy, so I'm pretty sure that goes, that goes without saying. That's just gonna happen. It comes out. And it's interesting to think why that happens, right? Maybe it's just because it's an old habit. So I imagine like people who never cuss, they probably don't, even when they're really mad. But for someone who used to cuss a lot before, it's probably just an old habit. It comes back out. Your wife be cussing? She don't know the words are bad because oh, right, that's right, yeah, because it's not her native tongue. That makes sense. Okay, so now that we've killed these fools, those words are worse. Yeah, I could imagine so. Yeah, there's some certain languages have some crazy words, man. Like they really say some things that'll make you just be like, what? What'd you just say?
We have the advantage. Proceed.
I don't know if I should applaud you for thinking up something like that, or I should punch you in the face for it. No filter. I have a filter. Yeah, it's the ethnic languages. Profuck's got a dual citizenship now. I mean... Hey, Fall and Conquer, what's up, man? How did the side boss go? I finally got him down. Finally got all 4 of them. I gambled. I gambled so heavy. And it paid off. Oh, man. Never call someone a moo-moo. Okay. So never reference the moo-moo clothing in Africa. Got it. I will never do that. Because I don't want to die. Yeah, it took 4 tries. I had to change up some skills and stuff. But it worked out. Now I can wreck these dudes with Niflheim if I really want to. So one thing I'm noticing, this is actually related to the game for once. One thing I'm noticing is Sarah crits more than Surf. Surf has no luck. She has like 13 or 15. So it seems like luck, even though if I remember right, I read it, I looked it up because I had to know. And luck didn't seem to be listed as something that affects crit chance. I wonder if it does, but rather than just being a straight up, your chance increases if it's like maybe you get more rolls at a chance to crit. So instead of like, you know, you get 50% chance to crit at max level, it's more like the game will internally do 5 rolls to get a chance to crit rather than just 1 if you have no luck or something like that, you know? I wonder. Am I doing the main quest right or still doing side quests? As far as I know, this is... Well, we're back on the main quest because I don't know any more side quests. As far as I know, that was the only one. There's probably more, but... Yeah, many more languages are tonal rather than the pronunciation of the word. But the way a word sounds affecting its meaning is more based on words that have the same sounds for words but different intonations. Like, I can't think of a good example, but we talked about that in my Japanese classes. There's like certain languages where you put the emphasis on the syllable changes the meaning of the word. I don't know if that's the same in Brother Fox's wife language or not, but that is a thing in some languages. Oh, I had to run around. I hate that stupid thing there. You know a bad word in Japanese. OG with those emotes. Yeah, I need to get back on my Japanese lessons. It's not had the time that I've wanted to for it. You out of here, Archaic? Alright, man. Take care, dude. It's always good seeing you up in here. Always. Does hunt damage count? I'm pretty sure hunt damage counts. Sweet. You can only remember a few words. What words can you remember? If you say your word sharp or flat, it'll change the whole word? Yeah, exactly. Archaic is out of here. Take everything an enemy had, not just their flesh and blood. Hey, a Star Sapphire, that's a good pickup. How much Nihongese do you remember? Oh my gosh, Nihongese? That's terrible. That's so bad. I can never say Nihongese. So bad. For me, it's hard to say. Like, I can still be conversational level at some points. It's just like, I'm mad because I was business level fluent, and then once I got back I had to focus on so many other things that my fluency dropped. But I can still be somewhat conversationally fluent. I still remember some things. I've forgotten a lot of easy things. I've remembered some difficult things. It's just hard to say, just because of the level of fluency I've had. Things have fallen in different areas. Ao aka ari I hai. I think it's oishio. 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 What? Oishio. What is that one supposed to mean? Psycho? Oishio. That one's not ringing a bell for me. Oh, oishi. I thought that's what you were thinking, but I didn't want to assume that and then correct you and be wrong. Yeah, it's oishi. Oishi. So there's two eyes. Oishi. Man, too many eyes. And there's like oishi soul. If you add soul to the word, to like certain adjectives, it means like it looks something. So like oishi soul means it looks delicious. Tanoshi soul means it looks fun, seems fun, that kind of a thing. Ore, watashi, o boku. I don't know which is which. Watashi, boku, ore. It's all. It all stands for me. Watashi is generally used by females in the casual sense where males use boku. But if you're speaking polite language, polite form, mas form, you always use watashi. You never use boku in a situation where it's supposed to be a respectful language. Ever, ever, ever. Never, 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 never. So like, you would never say boku to your boss. You would never say boku to like the president. If you're talking to like a train station person, it would be nice to say watashi. You can say boku, but it's nice to say watashi. You only in like anime and people out here who don't understand the culture will use like ore and stuff like that. But that's like super mega casual that you really only use. That's like super mega casual you would only use with your friends that you're like really cool with. Like if you're meeting someone for the first time, you don't say that. You say watashi. Maybe boku if it's a casual situation. Like if you're at a club or something, or at a bar, boku's okay. But you don't say ore. Never, ever, ever, ever. Unless it's just like with close friends. Because it can be seen as rude. And if you ever say it to like your boss or something, they'll probably fire you on the spot. Because in jobs, even watashi, like it's okay if it's they'll probably let you slide with it. But even then, at work and stuff, you're supposed to use keigo. So you use like watakushi and stuff like that. There's formal, informal, and then there's keigo. Keigo is the hardest. Keigo's a pain in the butt. If you say ore to a random person on the street, they might just think you're drunk and ignore you. If you're a tourist, or if you're like, if they see you're not Japanese, then they'll probably assume you're just like a tourist who only learned Japanese by watching anime. So they will force themselves to be nice with you, but you leave a bad starting impression. So yeah, Keigo's tough. Like I still have my book on Keigo because like even when I was business level fluent, Keigo was still difficult to remember everything. It's just like, oh man, the endings on there is like, oh yeah. It's hard because like with Keigo, there's a way that you have to talk in which you place them above you, and then there's a way when you reference yourself that you place you below them. But there's certain situations where you don't place you below them, depending on who you're talking to and then the context of it. You would put yourself as equals or you put them above you, and it's just like, it's really hard. It's hard to remember sometimes. That's Jeggerd's Japanese learning class. I could start a Twitch creative stream once a week where we all study Japanese. That would be interesting. What if I did that? That would be nice, because then we could get all caught up on our Japanese, and then I could get caught up on my Japanese. Oh yeah. Honorifics. Yeah, it's like that, but they call it keigo. It's like, yeah, honorific speech. How to be really rude in Japanese. Don't bow. Look people in the eye. Though I think that one's starting to change a little bit, but I think older Japanese people still don't like that. Different things like that. If you do that, I'll be there every day for life. You pop in when you could. If we were to do that, I would set a specific time. Hey, that was the large terminal right there. We would like set up a specific day for that, so y'all would know ahead of time what day it would be, and we'd all like pick a day that works best for all of us. That's something to think about. Something to think about for sure. I might seriously consider that. I'd have to make sure that follows along Twitch's guidelines of creative before I did it, but you know, if people can cook, why can't we study Japanese, right? So I'll think about it. And those of you out there who watch this on YouTube, let me know how you think about it too, because of course it would still be on YouTube. It would be a separate playlist, and y'all could study Japanese as well. You out of here, Loveless? Alright, man. Sleep well whenever you finally pass out. If you don't look people in the eye where you look at, you typically look down. Or just kind of off to the side, maybe at their shoulder or something like that. It's just, it's always was, people were able to stream themselves laughing at Kickstarter, so I'm sure you're good. Yeah. Protein biscuit, dropping that knowledge. That's true. Do they look you in the eye while you're not looking in their eyes? No. So typically, what I always noticed in Japan, and this is why I say it's kind of changing a little bit, like the younger crowd, they're starting to kind of look you in the eye more because they're trying to emulate more things internationally. And of course, America's a big influence on the business world, and we're always like, shake hands, look in the eye, it's a sign of respect and all that. So if you look people, the younger college age kids in the eye, or young adults, they probably won't think too much about it. If you're a tourist, if you're Japanese, they probably would have some issue with it. But like for older people, it's more just like a thing of like arrogance, or you think you're at the same level of them or above them. So like looking your boss in the eye is something you would not do. Yeah, and it can be a thing of defiance as well, as Valier was saying. So you just kind of look at your shoulders, or you kind of look down. It's not so much that you're subjecting yourself, it's just you're giving them that respect. So as opposed to here, looking in the eye, not looking in the eyes is a sign of disrespect. It's the opposite there. Okay. Let's keep it going. Any goodies over here? No? But I mean, you know, like if you're out in a casual setting and you're chilling with your friend or whatever, that's fine. You'll look in each other's eyes while you talk, and it's not a big deal. Old people look me in the eye. And when I was on the train in Japan, and I was talking with this old lady who gave me this big old gigantic apple. It was delicious. Biggest apple I've ever seen in my entire life. Most tasty, juicy, perfect texture. I felt bad for taking it because it was like the biggest one she had, and I know she was going to enjoy it, but she wanted me to have it, which was awesome of her. Anyway, when we were talking on the train, she looked at my shoulder. She didn't look me in the eyes. Every now and again, if I said something that would make her laugh, she would kind of laugh and she would kind of look at my face, but like she didn't stare in my eyes any longer than 2 seconds ever. Your boss might look you in the eye. They might not look for too long, just because they're probably looking down at a paper or something like that. But I don't know, because when I was in Japan, I did modeling in commercials. Model/commercial actor was my job title, so I don't know too much about the business world when it comes to that. Yeah, she was really cool. I was just riding the train for fun. just riding it to nowhere, and I planned on walking back home because I always walked around Japan for hours, just because I never sleep anyway. And she was just riding there, and when she got on the train was kind of full, and I was sitting, so I gave her my seat. And then, so she was glad I gave her my seat. And then the train got emptier, and she was still there because she's going to her nice, her little neighborhood area. So I sat down, and she asked me where I was going, and I told her, I just wasn't really going anywhere. And then she asked just crazy random questions about who I am and basic conversation and stuff, and we had a good time. And she ended up missing her stop by like a spot or two, so she felt bad. I felt bad, but she said it was okay. So then when she got off her stop, she gave me an apple and said she wanted me to have it. It was really cool. Well, I never got to do any modeling just because my feet are too big out there, and it's hard for them to get clothes for my size because I was like 6 foot, 180 pounds, more bulky muscle. They don't really have clothes for people like that out there unless I went to a military base. But I did do a couple commercials, yeah. They are on my YouTube. For some reason, they're not like public. I need to make a playlist with them in there. But I'm afraid to do that because I don't want them to take the videos down, because they promised me they were going to give me the videos when I did them, and they didn't. So I had to rip them off their site, which was no easy feat because it wasn't just like a right-click save as. It was like an embedded JavaScript weird codec thing that I had to like Google for an hour to figure out how to successfully rip this thing off their webpage. But yeah, don't tell them that. Taking the midnight train to nowhere, props on Rapid Motown. Oh, you know me. What's this dual ring? You remember got banned at Dance Channel because you called them the Gerber baby. Wow. What's this dual ring do? There's so many rings in here. Enables 2 consecutive actions. Wow, that's actually really good for data. So I'd lose vitality, magic. I don't care about luck. Alright, so I can just give him some vitality and magic, because that would be really good. Maybe it'd be better for her. Or maybe it'd be better for him. I don't know, man. His ring sucks. No, it doesn't. I don't know what to do with this ring. VLC is a solid media player, though. It is a solid media player. They used something different. It wasn't like some of the same stuff we used out here. That's why I had trouble with it. I say JavaScript just because it's a generic thing. Just to mention the fact that it's something different from just a right-click save thing. I can't remember exactly the format it was in because that was 5 years ago when I did it. 6 years ago. No, 5.5 years ago. But yeah. You think you need to go to bed? You starving? All right, man. Thanks for kicking it. Congratulations again on getting married, though. That's really tight. I'm gonna look up that pepper soup if you send me a tweet to remind me, because I'm gonna forget. I don't know, man. Her having 2 turns doesn't really mean much. Maybe I just won't give it to anyone right now. I'll just leave it. It's fine. I get all these rings and I don't even do anything with them. I can't. Where am I supposed to go? You stop buffering, you just gonna stay? Alright, cool. Gosh. This place is weird. That just leads to where I get the ring. Which means I need to go back this way. Door's locked on the other side. I'm supposed to... What? kill this man, please. Yeah. This way? Ah, no, not this way. Can't go that way. Oh, what's that? No. You like to cha-cha? You cha-cha slide in your spare time, man? Did you do the cha-cha slide at your wedding? Like, I gotta ask now, what did you dance to? Did you do any dancing? Am I grinding at this point? No, I'm trying to find my way through the airport. I'm just lost. Because the airport, there's a lot of dead ends. Yeah, the best spot to grind is right on the first floor. Over in this room. Right next to that first elevator on the left side of that arrow. Because the save point's right there and you fight the same mobs. And you can get out and run back to town and get a full heal when you run low on MP. Just running around and eating everything. Yeah, nah, I'm just trying to find my way. Try this way, I guess. But it's good I went that way because I found that ring. You guys talk too much about food. I went AFK and cooked. What'd you make, Super Calf? Can I consume her? I can. Sweet. I kind of want to give him that ring. But then if he does that, then it throws off the rotation. Does it? He would just have to attack twice, I guess. If he attacked twice, could she consume him? Yeah. Well, I don't know. Nothing special, just some rice. Dude, you can make some amazing rice. I have a rice recipe. And it's funny. Because I no joke, no lie. I call it aphrodisiac rice. It's that good. By the way, did you import a DDS1 save for this playthrough? I didn't because DDS1 I got on an Xbox 3 in the PlayStation Store, and this is on my PS2. So I don't have a save file, so that's why I didn't worry about like maxing everything out and fighting the super secret boss on DDS1. So I think I was told that heat has different things happen based on what you do in DDS1, but I don't think any of that affected this playthrough because I couldn't bring my choices over. You know what? We're just gonna do it this way. We're gonna get high countered a lot, but he's running out of MP real quick because of that Niflheim, which doesn't even one-shot these dudes. So I'm disappointed in that. Wow. Okay. Alright, so crit hit him. Consume him. If we do this and that in DDS1, he will have extra hits in DDS2. I was lucky to get another Sakura. Alright, so Surf learned some new skills. He has Power Wave and Life Gain. Yeah, he's not going to be learning anything else for a little bit. But I will give him Life Gain instead of Life Bonus. He's got some extra HP. And then I'm going to change my party up so then she can get the last hits on everything to consume them. I need a heal. I need to find a save spot. Oh, I'm right next to one. Oh, let's go save it real quick. Alright, we didn't go that far. The heat fight was annoying. I beat it on my first try, but it was definitely annoying to figure out. Oh, come off it. Oh, great, everyone's asleep. Beautiful. Fantastic. Oh, that's right, we retaliate with Hunt. That's a good thing. That is definitely a good thing. Done this fool. Fantastic. Pass. Close the song as soon as you heard his enemies. That's funny. Progenitor. Nice. So I'm not gonna switch up Data. I'll just let him learn Dark Leader as he does. I don't really care about Surf and Sarah at this point. Their skills are more important. Alright, so let's save it. And then let's see where that door leads. Let's see what mantra we can learn next up that tree. Oh wait, no, she already has that, so I already know what it is. It's not really a big difference. Sarah is gonna learn Progenitor. She does clean up Surf's messes a lot. Alright, so who watching the games tomorrow? Y'all know I'ma ask that. Man, that death scream sounded bad. So we got 3 Sakuras now. They sell for 37.5. So we kind of getting some money. 134 in the bank right now. You might watch. I want to see Greg Olson get like 4 touchdowns. See, this is what sucks for me with the Carolina and Cardinals game. Like, I'm a Panthers fan. I want to see them finally get their ring. I'm a big Greg Olson fan. I really want to see him get a ring. I'm a Jay Stu fan. I want to see him get one. It'd be nice if Smith could have got him one because he put in a lot of work on the team, but they let him go and he's with the Falcons. So it is what it is. But at the same time, like, I really want to see Fitzgerald get a ring. Like, I really do. I really do. Like, there's not many people in the league like Fitz. Like, he's humble, he gets in and does his job, he doesn't cause any drama, he's just like, you know, they moved him to the slot, they still use him on the outside, but he's like, you know, I'm at that age, it's time for me to teach. He's not I'm still #1, y'all can't hold me. Like, he puts his head down, does his work. Man, like, I'm a big fan of Fitz, so I would love to see him get a ring. It's like, I can't root against the Panthers, you know? And I want to see Olsen get a ring too. I feel like if I'm being honest, like I feel like this is the Panthers' only chance. If I had to say, I feel like the Cardinals have another shot with him at the helm, or with Fitz still on the team. I don't think the Panthers have a better shot than right now. At least not for like another 5 more years. So I want to see Olsen get one because I don't think he's going to be playing in 5 years. I feel like he's going to retire in like 3. But I want to see Fitz get one because he's like right there. And I feel like, any AFC team, whoever it is, they're going to lose anyway. So I don't really care. I'm not worried about the NFC losing in the Super Bowl this year. It's fine. Peyton can lose in the Super Bowl. I don't really care. I don't care about the Broncos. The Patriots have enough rings as it is. So I don't really care. Like, they don't need any more right now. Tom Brady will get another 6 more before he retires anyway, so it doesn't matter. I just want to. So it's like it's gonna be a tough game for me because it's like, can't y'all just do a 3-week trade? Put Fitz on the team. Let him run the slot. Put Brown on the side. Have Kotri on the other side. Because Funchess sucks right now. And then just let Fitz get a ring with the Panthers. That way I get both things out of the way. So, yeah. The game's going to be sad for me tomorrow. In one way or another. You'll never like the Patriots? I don't hate them. But I don't like them. Like, they have a lot of shady stuff that comes up, but even despite all the shady things they do, it's not like they're a bad team. Like, they still pull off wins. Tom Brady may have done some things. The man still has some talent. He's still going to be in the Hall of Fame. He's still a good leader for the team. He still gets fired up. Like, Belichick's a really good coach. He pulls talent out of scrubs like all the time. So it's like I can't really hate on what they do, but at the same time, I'm just like not really a fan of the team. So I don't care to see them win. Charm shot, that'll be good. That's an upgrade for somebody. They're gonna suspend a dude for having a photo with a beer in his hand in the internet, but Tom Brady flattens the ball and gets up like it wasn't anything. But I agree they are good players. Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I don't know. I wasn't there, so I don't personally have any judgments. It sounds shady. They found him to be clean. Things seem controversial. I don't know. If he did do it, then, it'll come back around. But that said, they have won enough Super Bowls. It's time to spread the wealth a little bit, Share the wealth some. They don't need to win it every year. So, I'm fine seeing them lose. Belichick and Brady could both retire right now, and they'll create a new Hall of Fame ceremony just for them to a week after they retire. So, like, they don't need to do anything else in their careers right now. They can both retire, and the NFL still pay them just because of the name. So they're done. They've done enough. I want to see other people do some stuff. Okay, so this leads back around to that door that was locked. That goes to another thing. So then I need to still go back through the other thing. So let's go back here to that door that was locked and unlock it. That's probably going to be a boss fight, though. Most likely. This is just an empty room. Mr. Bystro, what's going on, man? How you doing? Y'all should follow Bystro. This is a cool man. How you been, homie? Your favorite thing about sports ball is when that dude did the thing. Even if he didn't do it, there's enough dank memes for me to say he did. That's true. It's out there. I know one thing though. If the Panthers do like they did last week and just like throw up 31 points, throw up a 31-0 and then absolutely nothing the second half, I hope they lose. I will say that much. And then I hope the Cardinals trade for Greg Olsen for 2 weeks so he can get a Super Bowl ring. That's all I care about. I just want to see Olsen get a ring. I want to see Fitz get a ring. Both of them do it on the same team somehow. Emergency trade, even though there's the trade deadline has come and gone. Am I doing better? I'm working on it. Speech therapy, talk reworking is coming along. My throat feels pretty rotten today because I've been streaming for 2 days, practicing those techniques, so it's a little tired, but I'm trying to get there, man. Carolina Panthers were your boiler team? Nice. That's right. That's why I cheered for you, man. I was like, oh yeah, he's a Panther dude. I gotta go for him. Yeah, y'all should definitely follow Bystro. He's a really cool guy. A lot of the times he streams I can't watch at the time because I'm doing other things, but it's very entertaining. Cool dude. He streams RPGs too. He's playing Final Fantasy X right now. Did you finish it yet? Or were you wrapped up in Blitzball still? I saw that much. Couldn't watch very long because I had to go places and do stuff, but I saw that much. Hey ADR, how you doing? What is going on? Progenitor. Alright, so that's pretty cool. Blitzball, that was a long day. Oh, you finished 10? So what are you gonna play next? Okay, so now I can just might do post-game stuff. Been derping around. Starting off FFX. Oh, Final Fantasy X-2 Darkest Dungeons. Oh, okay. Alright, so that just leads there. Wait, I just ran backwards like a dork. That's right. I need to go this way. You heard that on a different stream that Blitzball was just another combat encounter with different mechanics. That's some weird mechanics for an encounter, but okay. Give us the Cyber Shaman. Would you really put the world at risk? Yes. Whoa, these dudes better not be immune to physical. We're gonna have some problems. Magic attacks weaken drastically. Man, you don't know who I am, do you? I got Niflheim up in here. See what I'm saying? You don't know who you messing with, bruh. Yeah, it's really easy to glitch out and exploit Blitzball. It's like that hide in the corner strats that you see the speedrunners do. It's like so easy. I never thought to do that when I played Final Fantasy X the like 5 or 6 times that I played and beat it. I don't know why I didn't think to do it. I actually played the games all the way through. I was like, man, this is long. Man, I'm tired. I'm almost losing. This is stupid. Still a thing. Alright, so since they maxed out those, so now I can change this back up to let's kill everything mode. Power Wave sucks. But it probably has better accuracy than Death Blow, because it doesn't have the extra status effect on it. So we're going to use it. We're going to use it. And we're going to put Horror instead of Iron Stomach. Counter Strike instead of Retaliate. Quick Cure. No, that's good. Gotta be honest, I believe the reason people like 10 was the story framework for the world of Spira and the summons. I like 10 because of the open world with the hunts. Yeah, I didn't like the voice actors, but I thought voice acting in it was cool. I didn't actually like most of the characters in the game though. The sphere grid was really different for me when I played it. I had never seen anything like it, so that was just like intriguing at first. The summons were pretty cool too. Did I give her Death Blow? Oh wait, they both have Death Blow now. Why would I use Power Wave? What was he using before? Oh, she's got Chi Blast. What? No, I gave her... What was I using for her? I'll just use Power Wave for both, it's fine. The open world aspects in 12 were more refined. They were, yeah. I agree, but you know, when I was first playing it, I never had 12, so I beat it all the times I beat it were before I got 12. So, and then 12 for me was really easy, and then I was completely put off by it after I beat the hidden boss before I even got halfway through the game, without even spending a lot of time on heavy grinding. So I was just like kind of frustrated. Like, I don't even want to play anymore. That was too easy. Don't make it too easy for me. Yeah, I don't need critical. Might give her Horror too. Horror's pretty good. Oh wait, they don't need AP Divide. I need to take that off for him. She doesn't have all of his skills. She's got Counter. I'll keep Retaliate, it's fine. I don't need Consume. Oh, you know what? I need to put my heals in there. I took them off. Like a dummy. Yeah, that looks good. You didn't care for 10 or 12, but you like 10 too? I couldn't get into 10 too. I didn't like the dress sphere. I mean, the idea concept is unique and different. I just couldn't get in it. I just couldn't get into it. I don't need AP Divide. So let's go with Quick Cure. Ten 2 had a good combat system and job system. Yeah, I think the combat system, I don't remember having a problem with it. The dress spheres drove me nuts, and then the whole like Yuna and Titus pretty much being a copy of, you know, the other people thing, whatever stuff, and I was just like, I don't want to hear about Titus anymore. Can we move on past him? Like, I was expecting something different for the story, and so the story kind of let me down, and then the dress spheres, I was just like, eh. So, kind of lost it for me. dresses need a bigger size than. I mean, you know, these glutes have a hard time sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I can't fit any dress. It's gotta be the right size. I've never played Dissidia. Alright, cool. So now that's probably the way to go. Yeah, unlock the door. I need to save it. Alright, so that's a nice little shortcut. So I need to go up those stairs, but I also need to go back to the other door so I can do the thing. Go to through that one area. Because there might be a secret there that I missed. But let's save it first. And then I can teleport to the place. So I'll go to this, wherever this door leads. Then I'll come back here, teleport back to that save spot. And then I'll go onto the thing and do the thing.